Cool Kids. What it is, Cool Kid. So, Cool Kids, we just dropped a new episode of the adventures of our favorite Silver Stacker. I didn't do all the editing and stuff. I do, if I get a chance, I do plan to actually re-edit all the videos using my still technique. But I have to get out my editor on my computer, and the computer's kind of jankety. Right now it's not even playing music, so I might have to put in a new operating system, I think. It's running on Windows 8, which is notoriously bad. Alright, but that's not why we're here today. Today we're here because, as I promised in my 40-minute long scream fest at All Things Kickstarter, I did mention I had another package coming along with the delicious Fantasy Series 1 miniatures that I got from Amazon. I also had a Kickstarter come in today, just now. Literally, I woke up and there it was. But I knew it was coming, and there it is. So, this company is one of the ones that I will tell you is a trustable, they deliver company. Their first Kickstarter was garbage, but they have upped their game. And I gotta say though, the boxes keep getting smaller and smaller, don't they? Yeah. But in here should be a lot of good stuff. Here we go. Break that open. It's got a little checklist, which is schnozzy. So, yeah. There it is. If you have this special code, guys, you can get a 25% off your order. So, yeah, enjoy that. That's my gift to you. And because I've never ordered with them, you know, they're actually near me. The company that makes these makes them. They're 130 miles away from me, so not too far. I could actually drive over there and probably check it out if I ever got bored. What are you doing, turd? Here, check this out, turd. Come here. Come here. Come here and check it out. Over here, look. Oh boy, what we got? Are those? Look, it's your favorite miniatures. Miniatures. All right. So anyway, this company is Next Level Miniatures, as you saw in the box, and they have several Kickstarters out, and they had to rescale their minis. The first Kickstarter I did 3 or 4 videos. Now I had bought 2 copies of that, and so I'm stuck with 2 copies of 20 millimeter miniatures that were supposed to be, 28. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But, alas, here we are. Okay. So, you guys may remember on this channel we had a friend named Jared that was staying with us for a while. And sadly he passed away. But one of the things he was doing is, to stay entertained, is he would paint minis. And this is one of the minis he started to paint. This is the Reaper Werebat. And here is Next Level Miniatures Werebat. Or Giant Bat, I'm not sure. To give you kind of an example of. Theirs is much bigger. It's in 2 pieces. So you might even want to pin this. So there's some assembly required. I don't mind assembly. You know I like to pin stuff. Look at that mask up there. So some assembly required is fine. Anyway, we'll keep moving right along. Make this nice and snappy. I might even pause it as I get the things together. There is assembly on these, and it comes with bases. The bases are nice, actually. I like their bases. I've I have messed with them. Alright, so I'm going to pause it. Alright, here's a roper. I'm not going to sit and glue it all together, guys, but it does assemble. The tentacles will be coming off these little holes here like this. And yeah, pretty neat little roper. I'm sure they say it's not a roper, but it's a roper. It looks just like a roper. It smells just like a roper. Alright, now here is the Reaper Bones roper. And apparently the copyright laws have gotten a lot softer these days, or yeah, or conversely, I'm going to shut up because I like this company. Alright, here is the Reaper version. I had to repair it. Finn, when he was a puppy, chewed this thing up. So I actually had to use bread ties to make the tentacles on this. But it came out pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, pause. Now they're very tightly packaged, okay? They're not messing around as far as that goes. Definitely fun. This one, the giant bat, or werebat, or whatever it is, we're going to look here in a second to see what it is. Because I backed this, a while back. Alright, real quick, we're going to go through the first Kickstarter, which I blasted on my channel and got lots of views while it was going on. This funded at 876%. But because of the errors they made here, there's a drop off here to 347, 344, and this is the one we're talking here, Dragon Cachet, and we're at 284%. They did one on Game Found as well, but I believe this is the one that we have right here. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Yep. So there's our minis. Young Cave Dragon, Etten, Bugbear, Brawler, Goblins, Giant Bat, Vampire Queen, Vampire Spawn. Now what'd I pay for this? We got the Roper, which is clearly not a Roper. Night Hag. Anyway, we'll see all this. What I need to see is how much was it for all this. I think it was like $80, $64. Yeah, $64. So, yep, $64 looks like. So let's move on to the next item. This is a 2-for-1 pack. We get a Hornycorn and a Basilisk, looks like, or something. Maybe a bat here. I guess we could look and see what they call it. There's our Hornycorn. Alright, I'll pause it. I'm going to say it, the Hornycorn's a little small. It's not. Here's some wolves. They come in pieces, so be careful. Yeah. Both the arms are here, so that's good. I'm going to pause it. Well, I don't mind assembling models. Some people really don't like it. So if you don't like that, this isn't the company for you. But some of their models come out ready to go. Here's some orcs. Looks like we got a whole band of orcs here. And, like, they're not super small. I'll put them next to a human at 28 millimeter, and then 28 epic, and give you kind of an idea of what we're looking at here. So this is your 28 millimeter standard. This is your 28 millimeter kind of epic, heroic scale, sort of. So yeah, they're fine. That's fine. I'll keep those there. But I don't, again, I don't worry about this company because they learned their lesson. But the problem is, now that they've learned their lesson, they burn a lot of backers on that first Kickstarter, and it's going to be. Now I buy all their offerings, so we got duplicates here, which is fine. A couple orc shaman looking characters. I always want to say shaman, but then I'm like, well, what do the Brits? How do the Brits pronounce things? They always want to pronounce things. Is this guy an orc wrestler, brawler? All right, so there you go. They're a little band of orcs. I'm gonna pause it. All right, we got another big pack here of something or other. Looks like gobos, gobos. Now I'm getting to the point where I have more goblins than I can ever use, but let's really look at the minis here. These kind of have an interesting sort of look to them now. Almost Pathfinder kind of look that's real popular right now. Yeah, this one's kind of wild, they make this with that Cyocast or Seocast, I don't know how, but yes, machines. And they're made here in the United States, so the prices aren't bad. And I mean, like I said, it's very nearby. So the sculpts, although whimsical, are still usable and not off-putting usually. There we go. All right, pausing it. Now, some people would argue you can never have too many goblins, and that is a fair assessment. Here we go. Here's another pack of different various creatures. Ooh, we got some variety here. Here we go. This is our Night Hag. Now, personally, I could live without the head. I think it's a little too niche. Like, if you walked into, say you're playing Planescapes, and you walk into a pub, you don't want to see a head hanging out, when you meet the Night Hag that runs the joint, right? So I don't know, it lacks versatility when they have these heads in their hands, I've noticed. But if you want it to be, your standard har villain, it makes sense, Looks like a bugbear there. The bugbear is, I think it's a little small, but not a lot, right? Because the barbarian's kind of, our berserker here, he's kind of towering over him a little more than he should. So I think these are a little on the small side. But you can paint them up like a orc. So I mean, they're not useless. They're just a little small. All right, and then we got some leeches. Looks like leeches or lampreys. Something to that effect. I'm going to say they're leeches. Very cool. I'm going to pause it. All right, another pack full of variety from the Dragon's Cache. There's that Vampire Queen we saw. All right, this is a orc, maybe? Orc feller? NPC orc or half orc. I don't know. There's two of them. I guess we could look real quick. Alright, I'm gonna pause it. I see, it's a vampire. Well, I'd have never guessed that. But, you know, it kind of makes sense, yeah. A little vampire minion. Yeah. So, definitely, there should be other vampires then. Yep, this whole pack's vampires. Ooh, okay. So you got a whole gaggle coven herd pack of vampires here with the vampire queen. So there we go. Yeah, little bloodsuckers. Okay, so unlike their other sets, there's not a lot of big. Well, they're not. So one of the main reasons I backed or was excited about the first set was the Orcus mini, and then it came in and it was tiny. But you know, their further offerings were pretty good. The Dracolich was pretty good. This is a baby dragon, right? So there you go. We'll let you check that out. You know, a young dragon. Very fun. And yeah, pausing. And the big bad of this set is the Ettin, and of course, you know, it's not gonna scale badly. There you go. I'm gonna take that out. Set it here. It's a fine Ettin. It's just the only problem is the WizKids line has changed the scale of giants, and they've made this Ettin probably a third taller, but it's fine. I got no problem. It's a cool sculpt. So it depends on if you're, you know, what game you're playing, what iteration. This would fit in well with the Reaper scale, but the problem is the Reaper scale started to have to change their scale because 5th edition D&D decided they wanted to make giants more giant, which, you know, in dragons, they made dragons really big too. But this guy's plenty big enough. I got no problem with it. Definitely some cool minis, affordable prices, good detail. You know, look at this. I want you to really see that, you know, you're getting quality. This is going to paint up well, and you could even see all that texture on the skin there. You could even get fancy with your paint job a little bit with these. So it's definitely a quality product. I put it right there with the WizKids line, maybe even a little better. A lot more cleanup, a lot more assembly. So if you're wanting something that's clean out of the box, ready to go, these guys probably aren't for you unless you're doing something small or medium, and not very fancy. But if you don't mind a little assembly, this is definitely a good way to go. Prices are right, and these guys deliver. Okay, so I approve. If you guys want to give Next Level Miniatures a try, do it. They have delivered everything. Like I said, their first Kickstarter was off-putting, and unfortunately it's the one I double back because I like, you know, when I buy when I back Reaper, I always get 2 core sets, so I have an extra core set, you know. But yeah, these guys I just do one and done. But they do sell. I do want to say they do sell all the time. You don't have to wait on Kickstarter, so that's a good thing with these guys. You go to their website, they've got this stuff for sale right now, ready for you to buy. Anyway, have an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. If you hated it, that's okay too. Tell me why in the comments, and have an amazing day. Ciao.